but it's very quiet. It's quite. Plus, cause the other one I got as well, I had like 1,000 thingy power supply in it, but this one's only 600.
Yeah, I think it's all based on how well your management is, because this one's I think a 550. And again, the graphics card I've got on it. Have you got an AMD or Nvidia?
Oh no, I ain't got an AMD. Never going back to AMD. I've got a Nvidia GTX 970, I think
970,
it is.
that's a good
Yeah.
one. Because I have the Nvidia.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise I was going for that. Cool, let's go for that. Come on, take him out. Oh, let's just go there. Minor defeat. Woohoo! Yes, so with mine, it's what is it? 760. Yours is a 760, isn't it? No, 970.
970.
Yeah, mine's 760.
Yeah.
And it does okay. It's not. There's nothing wrong with it. Graphics wise, it's fine. But obviously, you're not getting that kind of oomph.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that because you were in Civilizations after me, and I started it up well before you. So that's why you know that something's a bit screwy with it.
Yeah, but as you say, if it's all working fine, what's the point? It's like I don't really see much of a diff. Do you know what I mean? From the computer that's knackered to this. If ever that were working alright, I don't see much of a difference. Right? I don't think you can tell a lot of the time.
Yeah. Well, this is the funny thing. Where I was talking to there's a lad who does the gaming on Battlefield and stuff, and he says, "Oh yeah, I've gained like 40 frames per second extra in Battlefield." Now his is up at 200, and I'm thinking, yeah, the reason why you're up at 200 is for many things. A, you've got one hell of a great monitor, that helps. B, you've got a great graphics card. He's got the same graphics card as you, so having that Windows 10 has just boosted it up a little bit. I mean, obviously when DirectX 12 comes in, that's when the games start coming in for that, then I'll probably have to upgrade because it'll be, but the thing I like with this is, well, I can play my old games, and you probably can play your old games anyway on that one.
Yeah.
But mine's fine apart from the onboard fans, not the onboard fans, the case fans, and all I've got to do is try and fathom out which wire goes where, and of course this is the issue when you have a computer that's built by somebody that's done cable management. I haven't got a foggiest where they are, and he said, oh, they're at the back, but then to get to it I take off the side panel and I still can't see them because they're underneath the fucking motherboard.
Oh yeah, right. I like the computers I bought. Like, do you know? 'Cause the one that's broke, that's knackered. Well, blue screens are usually a RAM in it.
Yeah.
So I did think, one day I thought, why don't I just like replace the RAM in it? So I got in computer. I'd have to take the bloody CPU cooler off. Because it's kind of like the RAM is kind of like behind it.
Oh.
And all the cables are managed, so it's like everything's like really tight. So I'd have to cut all cables and stuff, and it's just like I thought, I can't be fucking arsed with this. And then what if I bought all RAM and it was something else? And I just thought, sod it, I'll just get a system that works.
Exactly. There's no point messing around with it. This one is the same. It's no wrong with it because it works well, but. The person who nicely set it up for me was fine, but to get to the cables to go to the fan, they're underneath the motherboard completely. So for me to get to that, I'd have to lift the whole thing out just to even find the bloody cable that goes into the fan. It's like, what, do I have to do all that? So the two that are dying on me, or one's definitely died, but I don't think it works properly on the motherboard. I've been looking on it and I can't find it. So there we go. Yeah. There's just two, and if I can just sort those out, I'll be fine, because, you know, and the other issue I have is I do a lot of rendering. So, I know people say it renders a lot faster on the newer graphics card, because you go through your graphics card when you render.
Oh, yeah.
Which is all, again, fine and dandy. But I don't want to upgrade a computer just to do some rendering.
No.
You know, I've got more important stuff to do than that.
Well, they're saying that if I've got this and it works, I'm not planning. I won't upgrade this until I play a game one day on, say, like normal settings, and it starts looking stuttery or something. Yeah. And that's years, isn't it? When you get a new computer, buy a new one, it should be years before you have to really upgrade.
Yeah.
And sometimes, if it still works, all you sometimes have to do is upgrade, say, your graphics card, isn't it, or something.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I'm gonna go, I think, with the same route. I mean, I'm probably gonna yes, I finally got rid of the barbarians. Alright, let's heal you.
Well, I don't care what people say. You can't tell the difference between fucking, say, 60 frames per second and 50 frames per second.
No.
You can't. The human eye can't tell the difference. But people go like mental for it, don't they?
Yeah, well, that's what I say with the guys that I know, that they're all like, well, I've got an extra 40 frames per second. Now, like I said, yes, if you've got the monitor, and like my monitor hasn't been changed in fucking years. I don't even know. I think this was back when I had XP, or maybe before that. It's an old monitor, and no, the graphics card 760, it works fine. It's just that if you did whack in the 970, I'd probably have to upgrade my power supply because it's not managed properly, and B, it'll cost me a freaking small fortune. Yay. Yeah. So it's just like, for the moment, I don't need it. I'm gonna build a road to there. Oh no, I'm not. So yeah, it's.
I think people have got more money than sense, don't they? With some stuff, it's just ridiculous. But that's what the companies want you to do, isn't it?
Yeah,
spend loads of money on things that you won't even see difference for.
Yeah. I mean, that's why with games, I'm not going completely mad and getting. Well, I say I'm not going completely mad. I keep doing it. I keep going into bloody Steam like a dickhead and going, "Oh look, I'll have that."
I know it's Grim Fandango remastered version. So have you ever played that? Point and click adventure, Grim Fandango. It were like a classic.
I probably have it in my my list.
Yeah, it's remastered now. It's like, it were on sale last week, $3.99. I think it's usually a tenner. But I was gonna buy it with The Witcher, and then I thought, nah, I can't be bothered.
It's expensive buying all these bloody games. I've got so many, but what I'm doing now, and this is the sad way it is I'm doing when I look to buying a game, I tend to go for games that I can record for my YouTube stuff. Which again is all fine and dandy, but when you look at it, I've got shitloads of games. I don't know if you've seen how many games I've got, but I never thought I'd get that many games in all my bloody life. I've got 260.
260, God.
And it's like, I'm never going to play all those fucking games. And that's why I'm trying to just play the ones I've got, and when people say, oh, get this one, like I did The Witcher, because I had it on my wish list, and it was a good offer. But I'm just not going to do it. I'm gonna have to just say no, even though it's like, oh, hang on, there it is, it's on for sale. It's like, well, who gives a shit?
I couldn't resist buying Witcher. I was like, I've got to, because it was like, it's been like 50 quid, hasn't it, since it came out, or something stupid.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm not paying bloody 50 quid for it. And then when it was 35 quid for all three, I'm like, yeah, I'll have that.
I was gonna say, don't say no to that, do you?
No. But yeah, if you ever do get a new computer, if you just copy the Steam apps, whatever, you don't even have to copy, you know, like, you can just copy what games you want over.
Yeah.
Because the first time I got a computer, I were bloody you know, when you install Steam again, I was downloading all my games. Again, it took me days.
God.
But I didn't know all you had to do was copy it Steam apps folder. And they're all there.
Oh, that's good. I might do that. I might remember that. Because, like I say, mine's having its issues lately, so I have 2 external drives anyway. You know, you have... Because the computer you've got, I was having a look on 6CL that you got it from. And so, you're obviously using an SSD to just boot up into Windows. And then you use your external drive for your games?
Yeah, that's what I do, yeah.
And there's no difference? I mean, it's fine.
What?
Because my games are on the external drive as well.
Yes, I shouldn't really see much difference in speed, you know, with my games.
Yeah.
But like Windows, my Windows boots up in, I've timed it, it's like 3 seconds from just turning it on.
But then that'll mean that everything else is fast as well, won't it?
Well, it has to be on SSD drive. Well, yeah, Windows-wise is, yeah.
Yeah.
But like my games, I've got all my games on. It says that if you say wanted to have like a quick game, if you obviously can't fit loads of stuff on your SSD, can you?
No.
So if you wanted one game that you played all the time and you wanted that to be quick, you could put that on your SSD. But I just like it neat, so everything's on my hard drive, my games, and all my films and stuff, and then my SSD, all it is just Windows, and that's it.
Right.
But it's just like, I get annoyed with, it's like at work, Windows, it takes like 15 minutes to get when I turn it on.
Don't get me started. We have at work, we've moved from Office 2003 to 2010, and Excel sheets, when you open them up, they go to do not responding, and you're sitting there for like 10-15 minutes, like, come on!
Yeah. We've just moved to Office 2010. It's been a nightmare.
Oh, we've got a big massive database that used to work very well on 2003 on Access. Now it's completely shit. It breaks down all the bloody time. And it takes forever to open up. People just open them up and wander off for 5 minutes, come back and go, right, I can enter my details now. It's like, Jesus.
Well, since we've gone over onto it, everything that's been built in Microsoft Access doesn't work anymore.
Yep.
Funnily enough.
Yeah.
And then IT are trying to find solutions, and then funnily enough, it's like it all just gets swept under the carpet, and it still never works because nobody can do it.
Yeah, everyone just ignores it.
Yeah.
Where am I?
What am I doing here?
You're not doing what I'm doing, just randomly selecting stuff, are you?
It's got to a point where there's so many things you can select.
I've got a build.
Some of my cities have built everything, so
they're just doing working, just doing wealth.
Science or money.
Yeah.
I hate it when it gets to that point.
Well, that's what I've got. A couple of my buildings, places like that, and they're just sitting there, and it's like it's depressing. They should be doing something.
I've got a nuclear submarine.
Well, you're well ahead of me. I haven't even got that.
And a nuclear missile. Might use that before the.
Well, I'm not going to lose because the barbarians are losing.
Well, don't worry, I'm gonna nuke a city-state at some point.
A city-state?
Yeah.
Not me.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna build a load of nukes and just nuke ones here.
Yeah, so your computer was from CCL, and I wrote down which one it was, because when you were telling me, I was having a look, and I thought, aha, found it. And you've just gone for Windows 10 Home?
Yeah. I
I
don't use any Pro features anyway on any of these Windows things.
Okay. I might have a look at that. Why can't I do any of these shit things?
But it's like weird, you know, like when you go into... cause there's a new Internet Explorer on it, isn't there? Is it called Edge or something?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. What's that like?
It's alright. It's better than... I've still got Chrome installed. But, what was I saying? Oh, it's like things, you know, when you go on websites and stuff.
Yeah.
You notice things things seem to fit better in a Windows 10 than it does on. It's as if people who are doing web pages and stuff are making it for like Windows 10. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. They've tailor-made it for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have to admit, I haven't had any, like compatibility. Some people have been moaning about compatibility, aren't they?
Yeah, but I think majority of the people are having compatibility issues, from what I can guess, and I'm just guessing, are people who have done the upgrade.
Oh yeah.
So when you have a computer brand new built for you, hopefully, it's gonna be as it is. You know what I mean? Whereas if you then upgrade your computer and you've got your drivers on there from your old computer, the issue that I do have as well with this, and this is the thing that buggered up all the NVIDIA people, is it downloads your drivers for you. So normally you go to Windows Update and it says, oh, there's an update for whatever the hell it is, and you go,
it keeps trying to update well, it does it on quiet, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But
so
there is an option to turn it off in the.
There is, but do you know how long that? Yeah, but the there is. I was reading about it. You can turn it off for a certain period of time, which if you're on Home, not Pro, that's 30 days.
Right.
And then after 30 days, it downloads it anyway. And if you choose the option to never download it, what happens is you never get any more updates ever.
Right.
For anything. How shit is that? So if you don't want it, tough crap. And I think that they should give you the option. Do you want to have it installed or not? No, I don't. Well, then you don't have to have that, because the one that was knocking everybody up, or knocking everyone down, or as it were, was the NVIDIA update, because it kept people kept going into a loop, because it was it should be fixed now, but it was an update, a NVIDIA update that just didn't work. But normally you'd find that out and go, oh, I'm not going to install that, so you just don't. But when people were going into NVIDIA to uninstall it or roll back, and they did, Windows Update then came in and went, oh, and put the update on. Yeah, because you've not got it on. It's like, for fuck's sake, there was a reason. So people just couldn't get out of it.
I'd find it handy if it updated all, those piddly little drivers that you never even think of updating.
Yeah.
It's like you check your graphics drivers and your sound drivers, but then there's shit like all your Intel Rapid whatever technology driver and stuff in there, and you think, well, where the fuck do I get that from?
Exactly.
And think, like stuff like that. Because on my other one, my older one, I think all drivers were out of date on that, but they had so many different things to update it. We're like, well, where the hell does that come from, or where do I? And you'd go on the website trying to find it, and there'd be millions of different versions of it, and one would do something, and none of it were in plain English.
Yeah.
And you'd just be like, well, what about the days when all you did would update your bloody graphics driver, and I'd rather it. I'd want a computer to update all those shitty drivers that you don't even know what they do. Yeah,
because they're there for a bloody reason.
Yeah. And be left alone with graphics drive. You can do that yourself, can't you? It's all pretty explanatory.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be nice to actually have something that just did that all for you, and you knew exactly what was going on. Because we just don't. I mean, we just assume it's all there, but yeah.
And nobody's ever invented a good driver update, have they? Let's face it.
No. There's always the ones that...
what do we just think? How do you think they're going to fare?
There's always people saying that this is updates all the best drivers, but there's none that does the perfect ones. My battleship was bombarded by an enemy archer?
Yeah.
Is that you?
No, I haven't done. No, that's not me.
My battleship? Where the fuck's my battleship? What the hell? What?
Change production.
No, don't go over there. I'm trying to sort out my fucking bloody... You know when you're about to move your character or something, and then it says, oh, wait, I've just moved somebody the wrong way.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't know who I've moved. Well, I've moved somebody. Oh well, I'll find that out in a minute. Yeah, I probably will get it, but it's just for the moment I'm not that fussed.
Well, there's no point wasting money, is there?
No.
If you're happy, what's it matter? You're not going to gain out at the moment.
No, because the games I play aren't even on DirectX 12. They don't.
No.
There is no game to DirectX 12.
There's no game, is there?
No, because it's just come out.
From what I've heard of DirectX 12 anyway, it's not going to be out groundbreaking anyway, is it?
Is it not?
I think it's just in it where it shares. It's going to be able to share CPU and GPU on. It's going to be able to share some CPU tasks onto the GPU or something, and vice versa or something.
Oh.
I think it's that. Don't quote me. And I think as graphical changes, I don't think there's much. I think there might be a few more, like particle effects or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think there's out groundbreaking.
Well, I'll probably, like I say, I'm not dashing out for it. It'll be just something I'll get if I get. What am I going here?
Well, anyway, I play Football Manager, Civilization, and these graphic intensive games.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. It's like me. I mean, I'm playing one of my Let's Play at the moment. Which is probably by the time that this is up and running, the Let's Play will already be up and running, called Amnesia. I don't know if you played it. It's a scary fucking game. Yeah, you wouldn't think so. It's a bloody move around with your mouse and that's about it.
Yeah.
But I've been told to get the best atmosphere is play in the dark, which I am, and I've obviously got my headphones on because I'm trying to record. But there's this kind of like a scraping noise, but I can hear it at the back of my skull. And so you got all this going on. But that's not graphic intense. Hardly any of the games I've got, even Battlefield, I can play that on my old this computer.
Yeah, it can run pretty smoothly on old PCs, can't it?
Yep, it's working fine on me for the moment. So there's no reason whatsoever to me to just think, well, I'm going to upgrade. But like I say, I still get people saying you've got to upgrade because you'll get this and that and the other. But I'm not fussed about it at the moment.
No.
But if push comes to shove and my computer just dies on me tomorrow, say it said, oh, I'm sorry, I can't work anymore. Your fans are gonna die. Here, please upgrade me. Then I'll just upgrade it because I'll have no other bloody choice.
Yeah.
Where's the other one? That's it. So yeah, I'll just do that. But at the moment, I don't need to. But yeah, when I do, when push comes to shove, I'm probably going to go CCL because I can just drive over there myself.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I did it.
Did they pack it up in a proper box for you?
Oh yeah, we're all in a proper box, all properly packed with polystyrene and that. It was like the original, the box that the case obviously comes in.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to save it. Hang on a second. Let me just save it. Save. Right, just in case. Right, carry on.
And then you get a motherboard box with, like all the cables